It's the Condors and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. The give headed toward right tackle. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Condors offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, I think it's hard anytime you're a freshman quarterback trying to get acclimated to the speed of college football, especially this early in the year. But, David, things are going to go faster even today because of this secondary and because of all the playmakers they have on the back end. For this quarterback, he has got to be able to find his rhythm.
Well, and I feel kind of sorry for him because the playbook's not even open to him yet, right? Like, this dude's a freshman. He's still learning and trying to see it at the same time where they're trying to give him more and more responsibility. Tremendous challenge today against the secondary. If you make a mistake, they're going to make you.
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And it'll be the Condors after ripping off that huge run. Let's see if they can do it again. Keeps it himself. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Really
Job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The fake wants to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. When you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll run it on the counter. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the move. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's past the sticks. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Keelan Russell. Right side, it's Edwards. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his target. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell hauls it in. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and let's see if they try to convert on 4th. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quick give. He breaks a tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the move. Makes the tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking for the edge. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. The Condors will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Searching for space. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes that Alabama offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The run inside. It's Hill. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Russell. Looking down the middle. He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Condor sideline, there is so much excitement down here on the sideline right now because their quarterback just broke the conference season record for passing yards on the last drive. He's right back out there to lead this offense. That record is going to continue to improve, but they did take just a moment to acknowledge him, pat him on the back, make sure he understands he is making history out there today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
There he goes. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now on 1st down from the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for running room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They knock him down right there. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Throwing Russell. Fires to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Trying to run, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Right back to it. Nice move to keep running. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He'll run it. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. The 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And it'll be the Condors will have it 1st and 10. On the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Sells to fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Left side, it's Rodgers. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Way off target there.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Caught. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Keelan Russell fires left. He's got it. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Now the toss. They'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the North Dakota State Bison. And it's Northern Illinois in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow him down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to run play-action, because they did not bite on the play-action fake at all.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's right. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football...
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. The Condors will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Trying to make one miss. There he goes. Open it up. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. And it'll be the Condors are moving quickly down the field. Gives it. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Moving the pocket, it's right. The quick game. 7-yard pickup on that one, 3rd down and 3 coming.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The Condors line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Riley. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football.
Got room on the return. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Hill. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Russell. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bama! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Big Tide players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Drops back. It's right. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And it'll be the Condors decide to punt it away. Trying to take it back. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to him again. He's got enough. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
And this is why you can run the football.
Great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to